I'd like to call the work session meeting to order at 6 p.m. tonight. Roll call.
Mayor Romanek.
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Here.
Vice Mayor Suey.
Here.
Commissioner Watson.
Here.
Salute the flag, please. All stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. City Clerk, is there any review changes to the agenda?
No, Mayor.
Thank you. Any presentations?
No, Mayor.
Okay. Public comment on agenda items only. Please come up to the podium and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Seeing nobody, close the public comment session. Discussion of commissioners.
Okay, so we just have a discussion item for the pickup of bulk waste.
So I had asked for this to be placed on the agenda because I'm getting a ton of complaints, and I see a lot of trash laying around, especially bulk items. I realize this is Commissioner Watson's department. It's his sole authority to act on it any way you wish. But I wanted to make everybody aware of the complaints that I was receiving, particularly the public. One of the things that was a little disturbing to me was that somebody had told me that his neighbor had called and put out a bulk item for pickup. He put out a bulk item for pickup. They picked up the one they called about, but they didn't pick up the other one when they were riding by. What we're doing doesn't appear to be working to me. We could use enhanced enforcement, which will probably tick off about 5,000 people. So I don't know if we want to jump out of the gate with that. I don't know if you guys have any ideas. And, you know, while it's in your purview, I think we're all taking heat for it. So I thought we should all discuss it and see if you had any plans or ideas, or, you know, wanted the time to come up with some, or
Yeah, I mean,
put a committee together, or whatever you wanted to do.
I'm always willing to listen to anybody's, opinion on it, or anybody's, recommendation on how to change it. In discussion with this, when we talked about moving the bulk waste in-house and trying to work with the ACUA, we kind of went over the reasons why we were doing it. With the department that we have, the equipment that we have, the personnel that we have, once a week pickup is what we can offer. The reason why it's on a schedule is because a route is laid out for our employees to go out efficiently, so they're not driving on either side of the towns. We're only in like the second month of bulk waste, so this is only 2 pickups. So obviously with any kind of change, education is, key. There's already things in place like notices of violation. It's not a ticket, it's an educational, tool that we're using. So it's gonna take a while. And after a little bit of, hard work, our recycling coordinator's working hard. He's going house to house, talking to people, even before he issues notices of violation. And, we've been talking about maybe giving like a little bit of an extension on for the time to clear the bulk waste, after the proper notification. There's other things that are in the works on how to clean up city of Millville, but right now this is the best we can do. As far as taking the heat, I've offered my cell phone to anybody. Email me anytime. If anybody has any issues, forward all your comments and concerns, and I will personally make calls back to each individual and go over why we're doing it the way we are.
Yeah, when I get an email or phone call, I do tell them to call you or email you. When they talk to me personally, they just say, what's going on.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to bring it up, and I don't know, I guess we all need to better educate the public on how and why. I don't think it's, everybody wants change till you change.
Yeah.
And then nobody wants change, so.
No, and then it went out with the solid waste utility bills, and obviously in discussions before, we were talking about sending out individual letters. It's a substantial cost to the city, $5,000-$6,000.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're kind of using those violations for. Each month that goes by, like I said, it's only been 2 months. We're getting more calls to schedule. So that shows right there that there is improvement.
It's getting better. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Commissioner Watson. You said it right. It is a learning curve, and the best thing to change is to educate the public better and best. So I do think it is going to take time. like you said, we only had 2 collection cycles. So I don't think everything was gonna happen immediately for change exactly overnight or within the first month. But, let's revisit this, say, in another 2 months, would give a good 4 months, wait until like the summertime and bulk of, maybe our workforce is off for the summer, like our teachers are and such. And then the parties start happening, the
Gonna
bulk
get
waste
worse.
really starts coming
Yeah.
out, and then we'll see.
Yeah, it's really important that you guys are on the same page with you guys code enforcement, you got the collection, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually also, recycling coordinator is at it again. He's a hard worker. He's definitely dedicated to his position, looking into things. And like Mary Messick said, using the Recycling Coach app, we've actually looked into, or he has looked into and has reported to me, but it's at an extra cost using the Recycling Coach app to schedule your pickup. But we only have, I can't remember the number off the top of my head. It's in the hundreds. I don't think, paying the money, I think it was like $5,000 or $6,000. He might text me now if he's watching what the number is. I can't remember off the top of my head. Nobody hold me to
I
that.
understand.
But basically, it's an extra cost that we would have to pay as a city to have the use on the Recycling Coach app. With only the couple hundred people that we have using the app, I don't think it's worth it.
Probably not worth it.
So if more people use the Recycling Coach app, more people sign up for text alerts, this is something that we can reconsider. Changes are being made. I met with Wayne, our supervisor, Streets and Roads, met with Chris, Randy. We kind of do everything as a team. Some of the ideas that we had was just to review what was needed for our department. And some of you may have seen that we've posted for a clerk's position. We're looking for somebody that has experience with handling calls, with people not being happy. So that they have to have patience, have to have experience. We want better customer service. We want to have better scheduling. We want to provide a better service to the city, but we're only bound to what we're capable of due to, personnel and, equipment and obligations and other responsibilities that we have.
I think if we can educate the public on using the recycling coordinating app to have better connectivity and inclusiveness, because we are in the modern era, it is 2024, I think it would be beneficial at a certain point to add that, at being able to add that into the app for the residents to have scheduling their bulk pickup eventually. But if it's you said a couple hundred and we have 27,500 and some residents, it's a very small percentage of the public that's using it. So, but I would agree, like, eventually to get it on.
And we do have our robocalling, we have our texting. Yeah, I'll be that guy. I mean, nothing gets fixed on social media. If half the effort was put in on social media, and I'm on social media, it's a good thing. But if half of the comments on social media would be a phone call or a text or an email, that would help too, Because I see it, I see it, I'm in town day and night. We're working, all of us are working, I'm pretty confident in that.
Yeah. Like I said, Commissioner Watson said it right. It's been 2 months. We had 2 bulk pickups so far. So let it run its course.
Yeah.
Let's not jump to change too quickly. I think he is doing an excellent job. I'm sure he fields probably bulk of the
sure he
phone
fields more
calls.
than I do, yeah.
And so it's a tough one. It's a drastic change. Trash is still being picked up by ACUA. People think that there's the world of change when it's just bulk items.
Hey, Vineland has the same thing going on, and they got their own trucks on the road now. Bulk pickup is all over the place in Vineland too.
And in discussion that we've had with the recycling coordinator, there's a neighboring city that actually you have to pay for separate tickets for bulk. So basically, you come to the city, buy tickets, stickers, wherever they are, you put them on there, and that's how they kind of schedule theirs. And that's an extra cost. That's not something that I'm willing to consider. We've already went through a lot of changes this year. I would like to kind of see it through and make sure that what we implemented works. You have to give it time.
Agreed.
Agree.
Well, any other commissioners have any discussion points since we kind of just talked as a group?
I don't have any for this, but I have a couple other things.
Go ahead, you can start.
I'm really happy to see the flag, Mayor. When you're standing in front of me, I couldn't see the flag. So
Oh.
that was
Sorry.
that was,
Sorry
that was
the
a,
height
that was a
difference
good
there.
thing today.
Shot across the bow.
Also, Are we in that part? We were talking about the upcoming agenda for tonight?
Yes.
I did have something I wanted to discuss, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the opportunity or not, but I wanna make sure I take the opportunity in the work session. Put on there late this morning, which would be towards the end of the agenda, for Carol Cossaboon, for the appointment of commissioner. I just kinda wanted to go over a little bit of her, resume that she submitted, and also just had a couple comments I would like to make. So work experience, she was at Down Township Elementary School. I worked with the Millville Board of Education. She has a bachelor's degree from Thomas Edison College. She Millville Elks member, lodge secretary. She's a grant writer for funding, which goes towards various community projects, towards underprivileged youth, vets, homeless, food banks, as well as runs and manages the weekly bingo. So she's good at event planning. She's on the Millville Planning Board, Board of Director for Shirley Eve Center. She was previously on Millville Soccer League Association, Bacon School PTA, Holly Heights PTA, the MEA Executive Board, which is Millville Education Association, on the negotiation committee for that, advocates for family with special needs children, developed and conducted a social group for children on Spectrum 2007-2011, ran and operated Babe Ruth concessions. With that, I have this little thing I put together. Carol has expressed interest in accepting the responsibilities and duties of a Millville commissioner. She has been persistent in expressing that interest. I had the opportunity to meet her with Commissioner Romanek, and we just had a simple sit-down, simple discussion. She came well prepared, resume in hand. She seems organized, respectful, and kind-hearted. Her resume shows the experience that she has and the involvement that she has in our community, and her motivation lies with the best interest of Millville. I believe she will be professional, civil in arguments. She'll communicate well with residents, and I think she'll bring some heart to this commission. I believe she is tough yet responsible, and would probably keep us all in line. So, with that, best of luck to you, Carol. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. Anything from you, Commissioner Hewitt?
Well, yeah, it's a work session. I think people realize and know that there's a handful of people out there that have expressed their thoughts on filling the 5th commission seat. Myself, this is my thoughts, my views. As we sit here now as 4 elected officials, it can be tough. That's why elected boards have an odd number. An odd number stops things from being deadlocked, tabled, not being able to proceed with city business. That bothers me. Now, I've talked to three people, including Carol. Don't know if I want to name them. I'll name them. It's okay to name them, isn't it?
Your decision.
Roy Shepherd, who's present here tonight, and Marissa Ranello. That is the only ones I've talked to. I like all 3 of their thoughts and ideas and dedication that they're bringing forward. I don't know how we can sit as a commission and discuss. I mean, some of you may have talked to others. It's important, it's very important to get this taken care of, because if we miss, if I'm correct, Mr. Solicitor, we've got 30 days from the resignation to fill a spot, or it just stays empty, which would mean that the next meeting, April 16th, is our deadline.
Yes, that would be our deadline under the Municipal Vacancy Act.
And that's what worries me. If we don't fill a seat, we got 7 months to sit here as a 4-member city commission, which could just, we got a lot of things working. It's dangerous in my mind to sit as an even-seated commission. Can we have a special meeting? Can we have a work session? Can we have a closed session? If everybody would agree to discuss thoughts, process, maybe other people that have been talked to?
I mean, you can have always have a special meeting, but I don't know what the exception would be to have such a meeting that would be closed to the
Closed session.
public.
Yeah. I'm just looking
I'd
for
have to
opportunities.
look into that for you,
I'm just
Commissioner.
looking for opportunities to,
Here- Well, here's what I'll say. We're down the road, pretty far down the road with a lot of development, with upgrades to the sewer plant, with several things that 3 of the 4 people up here started out to do. I'm only going to vote for someone if I think they're going to continue down that path. If I think for a second that they're going to endanger that path, then I'm not going to vote for them. So that's political. This is a political body. It is what it is. This is a political appointment. So I would think that I would want somebody that agrees, personally speaking, with my politics. And if I don't think they agree with my politics, then I won't be voting for them. What you guys want to do is, you'll certainly have your own minds. You'll do what you want. But keep in mind, whoever you get, that you voted for all these projects we have going on. If you want that stuff to continue, when you pass a bond, you need 4 votes. You don't need 3 votes. You need 4 votes. So you'll be deadlocked in that way, possibly, if you vote for the wrong person. That's all I got. So that explains my vote for or against anyone.
when the budget comes forward, that's 4 votes.
No, it's 3.
No, it's 4.
That's why I'm looking.
According,
No, it's 3.
It's-
It's 3. Bonds are 4. A
Bonds are 4,
supermajority.
yeah.
Bonds are 4, yeah.
Budget's only 3 out
Budget's
of 5.
Okay, all right, I'm standing, because that's something
I always thought that too.
Yeah,
Until the clerk corrected me and showed me.
That's why she's the
Because you know
clerk.
how I go. Show me. I don't believe you until
that's
you
why
show
she's
me.
the clerk.
Thank
We
you.
all depend on her.
Thank you very much.
I do agree with what Commissioner Hewitt says. There's a reason why it's an odd number in government, and you said it exactly right. I don't want deadlock. I don't want things to not happen. But that's a tough decision to pick somebody, and I don't believe we shouldn't pick anybody and leave a vacant seat open until the special election comes in November. But either way, if we do pick somebody, there's still a special election, and who we pick, we could like for, you said 7 months, which seems like a long time.
It is, it's a
Uh,
long time.
But they could get blown out of the water come November. We can have somebody else.
You're right.
Sit with us. So it's a interesting travel to traverse right now, and that's all my thinking. I want to make a thoughtful, diligent decision on this 5th person who's going to be joining us. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But thank you. Commissioner Hewitt, anything else?
The only thing that I'm gonna add is I know, and if anybody stopped down the clerk's office and has asked, and we're allowed to do that, I know there's been 3 people that have pulled petition packages, which shows me their dedication to wanting this seat past the point of appointment. 2 of those people are sitting in this room tonight. The 3rd is not. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Vice Mayor?
That's it.
I'm excited for the regular meeting. I don't know why, but
No real reason.
yeah, just
No good reason.
yeah, no good enough. Well, it's already official, but the pomp and circumstances, smile and wave. But
Hey, I put a suit on tonight.
yeah, thank you.
I would have. It's a little
I know.
difficult here.
See, we're already locked.
He's a hardworking.
Perfect example
He's
of
a
where
hardworking
we are.
individual. Sewer
Good thing
system's
this is a
dirty,
work
right?
session.
But that's all I have. Get the right agenda. Any new business, Madam Clerk?
No, Mayor.
We have now reached the public portion. Comment of our meeting. Anyone who would like to address the commission, please go to the podium, state your name, address, and your concerns. Please limit your comments to approximately 5 minutes.
Mary Messick here of Millville. Last commission meeting, I stated I had some of the stickers for the recycling coach. I still have some of them. Also, I can suggest that if they don't have any on their trash cans and their recycling cans, whenever they see Mr. McQuaid or out there picking up TVs, that he does at no charge to the community. One can ask him for some of these stickers, which the gentleman in Streets and Roads of 15th Street was kind enough to give to Mr. McQuaid to pass out on trash cans during his time of picking up TVs.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks, Mary.
Carol Hassaboon, Newcomb Town Road. First off, thank you for the nice words. That was very nice. I have a question, though. With this robo-calling, cop, for the track, whatever it's called.
I don't have robocall.
You don't have
Recycling coach?
RoboCop?
Not yet.
Not yet. What was it called, Mary?
Recycling coach?
Recycling coach.
Recycling coach. So like, if someone called that, say they're calling you to ask about pickup, could you do like a recording first off saying, have you signed up for this recycling coach? Blah, blah, blah. It's free, it's this, and how they could do it. And then if you need further information, please press 1, and then they can say. That way you're getting that word out to them. Is that a possibility or no? I don't know what your
I'll make a
system
phone call
is.
tomorrow to see if we could put that on the call, maybe for missed calls or something like that.
Okay, and then there you're getting that information out to the public. Here's this robo thing that we have to offer too, and you will get texts on it. I was just curious if your system could do that. That's all I have, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. Can see why you need a clerk. Point proven right there. Seeing nobody else, I'd like to close the public portion.
I think he's.
Oh, well, never mind. Keep it open.
Yes, how you doing? I'm John Yoakum. I'm from Buckshootum Road in Millville. Basically, my questions are, I'm new to city council meetings. I know nothing about it, so I was trying to find out how to go about this. I disapprove of that tax for bulk pickup for the public housing. Does that just mean it's for Oakview Housing Complex? Is that money for $240 to every taxpayer in Millville for Oakview and only Oakview?
The solids waste utility was created so we didn't have to pay for the businesses of apartments for their disposal of trash and recycling.
All right, but my question is that for just Oakview, or is that for every housing complex in Millville?
That's for all of it. We don't have to supply services to all of them unless it's 10 dwellings or less.
Anything over 10 dwellings.
Anything over 10 dwellings, because, and then, some of this, I just need to find information for me to look at, is basically how many public or private housing households are in the city of Millville that are paying $240?
9,500.
95,
Roughly.
9,500, okay. Because I'm just going off of old numbers, I couldn't find it on any sites.
I believe
any
it's a little over
searches.
$2.2 million is what we're collecting per year with that 9,500 customers. That money is only associated with the recycling and the trash collections. There's a couple other things that was in there. We made a presentation a little while ago. I'll be happy to share it with you. I got the USB drive here if you need it.
Yeah, can I review old city meetings
Oh, yeah.
also?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because
They're on our Facebook, they're on our website.
they're on your website.
You can go back and look way back.
Because basically, I was just crunching numbers off of 10,648. It's $2.5 million that we're putting out here for disposal of other people's trash. I'm one resident.
It does not, and we're not supplying services to any apartment complexes unless it's 10 units or less. The solids waste utility was created so we didn't have to do that.
All
That's
right,
what
maybe
your
I'm,
commission
all right, then
decided.
I'm misinformed. I have to.
Can I jump in for a minute?
Absolutely.
What the money is for is to pay for each resident's trash, not the apartment complexes, except the apartment complexes. It's only to pay for the residents' trash.
But it just seems like we've got limited on what trash we can get rid of now. You can have 1 barrel and 1 barrel. Sometimes you might have a party and you need 2 barrels. They won't empty
We,
that because it's
you have
full.
you have the opportunity to purchase another bin. You just call Streets and Roads, I believe it's like $75. Our recycling coordinator will come out, meet with you, and he'll bring out an extra bin.
And I have noticed this service, I guess it's ACLU, they're pretty rough on these cans. I'm seeing some cans being demolished by some of these
And
machines.
they do get fixed or replaced at no cost
At
to
no
you.
cost?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If they break them,
Yeah, I was under
they have
the
parts
assumption
out
this
there.
was just for the housing complexes.
No.
What's wrong with this picture? It's
No,
like
So
the
he did a
math
very
wasn't
good
adding up.
presentation of covering all the bases, X, Y, and Z included.
And that would be on your website, Mr. Watson?
I don't think it's on the website, but I can ask Sam to
YouTube.
post it.
the meetings, the
Yeah, find out
pre-meeting
what meeting
meetings
that was.
of us and other commissions
Yeah.
are on the city website.
Okay, all right. Like I said, this was just an informal meeting. I'm sitting in
We'll
just to
find
see
out the
what's
exact
going
date
on.
that he made the presentation, and we'll give it to you. So you can
Okay.
look it
And
up.
if,
I
and if
do-
I may, just for your information, because I mentioned this a few times before, we're not handling this because it just popped up. This is a law. This is a law that allows cities to do this throughout the state of New Jersey.
Right.
And if I'm correct, this law was enacted in 2009.
1970 was the Kelly Act.
Many commissions have missed this. And basically, Oakview got sold. Their bean counters came looking and said, hey, why are we paying taxes? They could actually sue us.
Right.
That's
Well,
what.
I figured as such as
It came to
far
our
as that.
attention and we're the ones that had to deal with it.
Because just my main concern is, okay, what if these other housing, like, Dulcie Garden or Dulcie?
Exactly, they fall into the same situation. We're not
Okay.
picking up their trash.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
We're covering our, you-know-what for lawsuits.
No problem.
Anyone else? Seeing nobody, I'd like to close the public comment. Closing comments of commissioners. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Again, Carol Costabune, she's retired. She has the time that she could put in with the city. I think she'll have a good touch to the commission, and also, Madam Mayor, we'd like to have a lady on our team. At least I would. That's all I have.
Thank you.
I'm good.
Need a motion to adjourn? Any resolutions? Sorry.
Make motion?